Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Mount Carmel Area High School Red Tornado Football. I'm Bob Else, along with Wayne Rogenshire tonight. Our infamous sidekick, Warren Altamore, isn't with us, but we'll handle it without him tonight. We're here at Selingsgrove, Pennsylvania, the Selingsgrove Seals against the Mount Carmel Red Tornadoes, the finale of the regular season. Red Tornadoes win this one, and hopefully not looking ahead to next week, Wayne.
Well, I'll tell you what, looking down on the field, you look at the Seals here, it's a AAA school, and some of their boys show it. You're looking at some nice size down here. You're looking at a team that played Danville close. Danville, they were beating in the first quarter 10-0, and Danville then came back in the fourth quarter and won that game 20-10. Jersey Shore, they played close. Shikellamy, they played close. I mean, there was a lot of good teams that they were in the ball game with, although on the losing end of it.
I guess the Montoursville game last week, 28-7, another close game. I mean, the close that they were hanging in there with Montoursville right till the end, and Montoursville in the AA hunt here for District 4 championships against Mount Carmel.
Yeah, I mean, this is a team that we cannot take lightly. They have a good running back. He has about 1,500 yards in Hernandez, number 35. The fullback is blocking back, and another big boy. You're looking at 195, Adam Freed, down there warming up. And I'll tell you what, you put those two together, it looks like Mike Sinkovich and Steve Sinkovich in the backfield.
Yeah.
So, there's a lot to look at here. We'll see as the game goes on to see what's going to happen.
I guess Schick beat them. I think Shikellamy beat them 35-21. Or is that reverse? I don't know. I think Schick beat them. Or did they beat Schick?
I'll tell you what. Take a look at Shikellamy. Shikellamy, again.
We were all impressed by their quarterback, I think.
Impressed by their quarterback. He could throw the ball, beautiful timing passes and everything, So we're looking here, Selingsgrove tonight. We're looking at a quarterback that's only a junior. In fact, their whole squad only has 6 seniors on the roster. The rest are all sophomores and juniors, so getting a lot of experience. And one of the gentlemen that I was talking to before the game said he is playing everybody this year. He's giving everybody as much playing time as possible.
Selingsgrove won the toss, as you saw from our field camera. Gary Tresker down there on the field camera tonight. Good job by Gary to get that right on field. And Red Tornadoes will kick off to start this season finale from Selingsgrove.
If you look out there in the middle of the field, you see some gentlemen coming over off the field from Selingsgrove.
Right, we just had them on the monitor.
Yep, on the monitor, 1937 championship team that they had.
And I'm working on a cold tonight, Wayne, so we'll see how this voice lasts going through this game. Glad it's not the South Williamsport game.
No, you're not kidding. Well, I'll tell you what, it might be worse with all the cheering that you're going to have to do then.
That's true. Kicking off for the Red Tornadoes tonight will be number 58, Mike Sinkovich.
I'll tell you, coming after last week's game, you look at what Mike did kicking-wise. He sort of looks like he's back in full strength, and his foot is not hurting him as much. Kicking off and putting the ball down there on the 10-yard line, which is what you want. You want some hang time down there, and again giving our specialty teams a little bit of time to get down and make some plays.
Hernandez and Inch are deep for the Seals. Hernandez is set up normally where Sinkovich will kick the ball in that direction, so this one's about ready to get started in the direction of Hernandez. Takes it on about the 8-yard line. Breaks it up to the 20. Montgomery misses him. And around the left side, up to about the 30-yard line. Lentini on the tackle along with Bailey and 29, Josh Paracella. Right. Van Doren in there too?
I think Van Doren was in there somewhere, yeah. Again, there's something that you want. You want a deep kick. Hernandez, their leading rusher for the Seals here, brings the ball back to only about the 26-yard line.
First down, Seals from the 31-yard line. Pitch to Hernandez, tries to take it outside. Spread out nicely by the Red Tornado defense. Cuff initial hit on the tackle, helped out by 60 Malakowski and 54 Jeff Dog Evans.
I'll tell you what, you take a look at that play. Malakowski came straight across the line and he took Freed on that lead blocker coming up, the fullback, and stood Freed straight up and made the tackle.
Second down, 12 yards to go for Selingsgrove. Hernandez goes in motion, and that looks like a flag against the Seals. I didn't see anybody in the line move, but I think they got somebody. Dead ball foul, illegal procedure against the Seals. 11-12 left in the first quarter. First time here, Wayne, for me. I was never at the stadium.
No, neither was I. Even for track meets, for the coaching that I did and everything else, first time. Not a bad facility.
No, not at all.
Not a bad facility.
Second down, 17 yards to go. Hernandez goes in motion to the left side. Moyer's going to throw. Looks at 80 coming out of the backfield. Good tackle by 32, Rusty Lashinsky. Park with the catch, but only for about maybe a 4-yard gain.
Okay, you're looking at the right wide receiver there on that one. Again, you can tell everybody's looking at our film.
Right, they're going to try it.
You're trying motion, you're putting people out in the flat. You're trying to hit that delayed pass out into the flat.
Third down and long, 13 yards to go. Twins right for the Seals. Moyer still working out of the I formation with Hernandez at tailback. Hand to Hernandez. Cuff hits him. Couple people hit him and missed him. He's still on his feet, and Detry slows him up at about the 30-yard line. Good job by Brian Detry that time to get him stopped.
Well, I'll tell you, he was hit pretty hard coming through the line there, right at the line of scrimmage twice. So he did not. Hernandez didn't have any
good balance,
any motion.
doesn't he?
He does have good balance, but he just didn't have any speed or momentum going there, picking up 4 yards on that carry.
9:49 left in the first, and the Seals in punt formation, deep for the Red Tornadoes. Number 5, Nick Sebas, and 21, Matt Montgomery.
For Mount Carmel is number 5, Sebas. He's the quarterback, also doing the returning chores.
Slow snap and a bad punt, but maybe they're kicking away from somebody too. Bounces at the 40, going to roll down to about the 36-yard line. So number 10 for the Seals, Dively, doesn't get a real good kickoff, but hey, when you see what Montgomery's done this year, maybe it was a good kick, Wayne.
Well, Dively, he's their soccer player. He comes in, he kicks their field goals, extra points, and they say he can kick. He is a threat to put some points on the board.
First down and 10 for the Red Tornadoes. Sinkovic has the ball right up the middle and carries it to the 42-yard line. 5-yard gain by Sinkovic.
I'll tell you, again, we'll take a look at the Selingsgrove defense on the second set here. Looks like they're bringing everybody up to the line. They're leaving their safety back, number 12.
Yeah, it is.
Tyson Clark, but they're bringing everybody up inside, and the whole middle is wide open.
Pitch out to Bailey. Going to take it outside. First down, Al Bailey at about the 49-yard line. Right. Good run by Bailey.
Good run.
Good blocking.
Good blocking. You see our guards pulling out there, kicking out, and it's really great. You see Bailey getting up right behind his blocking, and all of a sudden that wedge, it just opens up for an alley for him to kick through, and he picks up the first down.
I think the Red Tornado offense has looked a little better every game, Wayne.
Oh, they're picking up. I'll tell you, especially the line. As we said.
Oh, Bailey and Sebas run into each other as we talk about that for a gain of only about 1 yard.
But we'll go back. We'll go back to that the line play.
Right.
You're looking at Jonathan, and we said this at the beginning of the season. Jonathan coming in, and actually the only veteran coming back on offense. Playing totally offense last year, 15 games, where everybody else is all new, have gelled greatly since the third game of the season.
Sebas sets the Red Tornadoes. He's going to roll, and this looks like a run all the way. He tucked the ball away, and he has it, and he gains only about a yard. He cut it back right there, and a nice play made by, was it 80 on the tackle or 84? 81 it was. 81 on the tackle, Troy Hess. Good job by Hess there.
Yeah, Hess came up from his corner position, and after all the blockers were taken out of the play, he came up, filled the hole, and made the tackle.
That looked like it was supposed to be a full bootleg to the right.
Yes,
and,
it was.
And one guy broke it up.
He's a special player for this Mount Carmel offense and defense, as well as the special teams. He's under center. Got two actions.
Sebas with 3rd down and 9. Back to pass. We're going to get a hold here on the Red Tornadoes. Had 25 each open, but we got a holding call against the Red Tornadoes.
I'll tell you, their defense is actually giving us as much pass as we want. Now, as the game goes on, you might see that it's holding against the Tornadoes. But maybe as the game goes along, you're going to see some more passing. Again, it looks, I'll tell you what, beautiful blocking by the line. And when you take a look at that pass, it's 25, 30 yards down the field. And Nicky Sebas put it right on the numbers.
Yep. Now, the offensive linemen have to figure out early what they're going to call.
Right.
Because during the season, there's been so many, you've been able to hold people, and you haven't been able to. And you find out early what they're going to let you do. 3rd down, long yards to go for the Red Tornadoes. 6:57 left in the first quarter. Full house backfield for the Red Tornado. Now they're going to go shift. And under the shift, they snap the ball. And again, a great play to Sinkovic, but this is going to be a legal procedure against the Red Tornadoes. So
it's a play that I think we have to work on a little bit. You know, we made the shift. I don't know whether we were looking to draw somebody offside to pick up a 5-yard
Right.
gain there a little bit. But, you know, Nicky didn't wait for everybody to get set in position.
Now it's going to take them back 3rd and forever to pick up a first down. But as you mentioned, the Mount Carmel offense is explosive. And we'll have to see how they open things up here. Maybe 3rd down, long down the sidelines.
a motion call declined 4th down. So it is a 4th down. So it happened. Well, how did that do?
That should have been a dead
That
ball
should have been a dead ball foul. We think.
Sure.
At least you and I think.
Yeah, the motion play was called before the snap of the ball.
Punt situation for the Red Tornadoes. 21, Matt Montgomery the snap, and 47, Steve Sinkovic with the punt. Kicks away. It's a wobbler to the right side, takes a bounce, and only to the 40-yard line. So 1st down and 10, good field position for the Seals, and they hold the Red Tornadoes on their first drive.
Well, I'll tell you, they're a scrappy team, and you know, down there, it looks like they're in some very good shape, especially at this point in the season. So I said they're not going to be an easy team. Even when you look at their record, you're looking at some quick kids. It's going to be like a North Schuylkill game.
Right. Handoff to Hernandez. Oh, big stick in there. Fumble on the play, and he was down. He was down. Looked like Jeff Evans, 54, with the initial hit.
Well, I'll tell you what, right away we're showing our defensive strength right in the center of our line.
Yep.
We're not giving the Seals anything. You know, they tried off tackle going towards Malakowski, which is the teeth of the defense there. They tried now coming up to Mad Dog. He's right in the middle, and there's no way, you know, that you're going to move on that. Now they're going to try on the other side going towards Sinkovic.
Tries Hernandez to the left side. And good tackle, 32, Rusty Lashinsky.
I'll tell you what.
Read him all the way that time.
Yep. He watched the man he was keying on, and that was the halfback. You know, Sinkovic takes on the lead blocker, and Rusty filled the hole and came up and made the tackle.
5:38 left in the first quarter. Selingsgrove on their second offensive series. Didn't do much the first time, and 3rd down, 11 yards to go. Moyer pitches to Hernandez. It was an end around, and somebody was tackled. They didn't call it.
That was Detry.
Detry got tackled.
Yeah.
The ball gets to number 84, Clint Inch. So there we had a real tight call against the Red Tornado offensive line, and one really missed here against Selingsgrove.
I'll tell you what, that was Hernandez. In fact, he actually could have been called for
face mask.
Face
Yeah,
mask.
tackle, face mask, whatever, right.
Detry's head went back on that one with the face mask.
Number 10, Dively in to punt for the Seals. Deep for the Red Tornadoes, Montgomery and Sebas. Oh, bad snap. It's bounced at his feet. He gets it away, and that's just great for Dively to get the kick away. Bounces on the 47 and is going to be down on the 48-yard line, but you can't blame Dively for that.
No.
The snap came back really slow.
I'll tell you, it's unusual to see a left-footed kicker like this, and it just seems like he's out of sorts in
Right.
in the way he is punting the ball.
Red Tornadoes come up to the line. Seavis at quarterback, running Bailey at the tailback, and Sinkovic at the fullback. Seavis, straight drop. Looks downfield. Has Montgomery. Oh, should have been intercepted on the 20-yard line. Good play made by number 32. Was it 32?
Yeah, 32.
Rodriguez?
Yeah, 32.
Break up the play. That'll bring up the
Reseji?
Reseji? Okay.
I'll tell you what.
Rezegi.
Rezegi?
That's what he said.
Okay.
Second down, 10 yards to go.
I'll tell you what, it was a great play by Montgomery to
Break it
knock
up.
the ball out of his hands.
nice job to go up, make sure the play deflected, make sure the ball hit the ground.
Looks like a little bit of power football here right now. They split. Beach goes into the slot. Seavis going to throw again. It's a draw. Or it's a screen. Get it to Veach, and a great play made by number 86 from the Seals, Doug Ritter. That one was probably a touchdown.
Yeah, I'll tell you what, he read that very nicely. He came in from his defensive end position and sort of took his time.
Well, he stayed over to the side.
Yes,
he never
did.
got where any of the blockers could really block him. He stayed over to the side, and he waited until it happened, and then he came crashing in.
And actually made the tackle from behind.
Yep, good tackle.
Yep.
Third down, 6 yards to go. They go into that split formation again. Veach stays in the slot. Oh, a big rush from the tight end. Defensive end, great job. They blitzed Jason Boger
He came in from his
just
left
did a
linebacker.
great job. Oh, was it left
Yeah,
linebacker?
left linebacker position. He came right through the hole.
Yeah,
You know.
nobody picked him up
No.
over here, and great play by Bogar.
And I'll tell you what, Nicky had great hindsight. I don't know whether he picked him up out of peripheral vision or what, but he was looking to his left to throw the ball, and he caught him just out of the corner of his eye and pulled the ball in very quickly to cover it.
Sinkovic in punt formation. Good kick this time. Taken on about the 31-yard line. Wojtovic and the initial hit
21.
Montgomery. Good job by Matt to get him at his feet. And Mike Wojtovic, number 1, finishes him off, Wayne.
Yeah, I'll tell you what, Montgomery was down there in a flash, and it was a great tackle. I mean, you didn't even see Montgomery, going down. He had him down around the ankles. Again, it's turning out, and this is what I heard down on the sideline, that this is going to be, fairly. They have a good defense. They do not have a very good offense, though, and especially in the passing department, they are not as good.
Hernandez goes in motion. Now they have trips out here to the left side. And it's a screen out to Hernandez. He's one-on-one with Detry. Gets by him and out of bounds at about the 42-yard line, close to a first down. Good job by Hernandez. What a great move, wasn't it?
Well, I'll tell you what, he's 1,500 yards on the season so far. This is their last game. But there's nobody to fool with. You get him out in the open, you better make a tackle. You're looking at somebody that has some weight on him there.
Well, they're trying to isolate him there on that play, and that was a good job by the
Yes, it
Seals
was.
coaching staff. Now they have the same formation set up to the right side. Let's see if they try it over there. I think it's up the middle. Nope, Hernandez around the outside, and he's not going to go. Sinkovic and Daukus on the tackle. That was Steve Sinkovic, 47.
Yeah, you're not going to move the ball. It doesn't look like the Seals have much of a blocking scheme to take on our interior linemen and our defensive ends. And I think all night they're going to be hurting. They're going to have to run stuff to the flats. They're going to have to look for some delayed passes or whatever to break this open.
2:30 left in the first quarter. No score here from Selingsgrove. Oh, that's going to be an offside call, or a legal procedure against the Seals. I couldn't really see.
Well, Seals are moving back, so.
Yep, offside. Someone lined up offside. Good camera work tonight by the WKMC TV crew. Since we're in the back of the press box, I more or less seem to be calling this game off the TV rather than looking out through the windows.
Most of the post is right in front of, on the 50 to 40 yard line, right in front of us here.
Boy, the Seals had a second down and probably less than a yard to go, and now are faced with a 3rd down and 7, Wayne. Hernandez goes in motion. Moyer's going to throw to that side. Gets only about a 3-yard gain if it is complete, and it is.
They're calling it complete.
Oh, okay, but they'll have a 4th. What'd they do? Complete or in? It's complete.
That's complete.
4th down and about 5 yards to go.
And again, like I said, this kid here is his first year, I think, if I'm not mistaken, as a quarterback. Does not pass very much.
Right.
The coach, in fact, doesn't believe in more than a 10-yard pass. So they're basically a running team. We stopped the running game, and we're doing pretty good.
There's one they really had to throw 10 yards, though. They only threw about a 3-yard pass. Dively back to punt. Big rush from the Red Tornadoes. Gets it away. Better kick this time. Taken by Montgomery on the 29. Gets a good block from Sebas. Trying to get outside and does not. Gets about 1 yard to the 31 or 32-yard line. 35, Hernandez ran him out of bounds.
I'll tell you, they had some good punt coverage there, even though that was a low line drive kick, and Montgomery got the ball right away. They had 4 guys down there, 5 guys covering Montgomery.
Just wonder right now if they come out with that same defense, Wayne, if you don't pound it up the middle a little bit at them. What do you think?
Well, and that's all we need. You have Sinkovich there, who's running wild in the last couple of games just with those short. Now they loosened up their linebackers.
Yeah, they did. Did you see that? And we came with the up the middle play, but they had the linebackers loose. They had a nose guard. They changed their defense altogether. As our coaching staff thought the same thing, though. They were going to try it. So good call, I think, by the Red Tornado coaches, other than Selingsgrove made the move. 2nd down, 8 yards to go. 7 or 8.
Well, you take a look here at what we're doing. We've seen probably about every defense in the book this season. People have changed their defenses to pick up on our speed.
Going to try Veach. Off the left side. Good tackle. Again, another open field tackle. 74?
74.
Which was Will Moyer. Good tackle by Moyer.
In fact, I'll tell you what, he dove for Veach's legs to make that tackle there. Veach would have been, 1st down and more on that one. And
3rd down.
You take a look. The line is doing a good job there. We're opening up some holes, but the penalties again at the beginning of this game are hurting us.
Flags on the play, or is it the end of the first quarter? End of the first quarter. End of the first quarter, no score here. The Red Tornadoes and the Seals, and as long as the Seals can hang in there, Wayne, going with the Red Tornadoes, the closer this game can be at the end.
Well, I'll tell you, defensively, this is a team we're going to have to, start getting a little bit tougher with offensively. They're a scrappy team. They look like a North Schuylkill, team, but they have a little bit more size than what North Schuylkill has.
I think one thing I talked about was early on was the fact that the Red Tornadoes weren't as up for this game as they could be. Thinking about districts, I mean, you have to think of it that way, and the way we hammered them last year. So it might take this first quarter to get the Big Red rolling.
And it's been the history here all this season. If you take a look, just about every team that we played, it takes us the first quarter to get rolling, and once we get started,
right.
We're just hard to stop, and we're in the game, tooth and fang. But then again, and you are right when you take a look at what we did last year to them.
Right.
And we got district plays coming up next week, and being a young team like this,
it takes a little bit of them. So we'll see what happens here in the second quarter. Good field camera work by WKMC. This one's going to Veach off the right side, and he dives for the first down, but I don't think he made it. I think he's about maybe 2 or 3 inches short from what we're looking at right here.
Well, it all depends on where they spot the ball. Right here, I'd say they made it.
They give it to him?
Yeah, they
all
gave
right.
it to him. Yeah.
Great dive by Jonathan. Jonathan Veach did a great job of getting that first down.
Yeah, and he was hit on the line of scrimmage. So,
yep.
He had a couple of yards to pick up.
About a 2-yard dive.
Yep.
But he wasn't worried about anything other than those 2 yards. And when you get someone thinking that way, it's great. Going to Bailey out around the right side. He's hit, looks like 74
74.
and 84? 74 initially on the hit, Will Moyer.
Yeah, 84, you're right.
84 also in there, which is Clint Inch. And we talked a lot about Inch last year, and
Yeah,
I think he did a lot, some receiving out there and everything, so we'll see what he does this year.
Played some offense at tight end there last year for them. Again, playing some good defensive cornerback here. That's where he's playing, but he did string that one out.
Paracella split left for the Red Tornadoes. Looks at him in the flat, incomplete.
I think a little miscommunication there. Paracella, he button hooked.
He was going outside,
and
wasn't
he?
he?
Was going outside, and Nicky threw it to the inside. And I'll tell you what, I think I'd come back with that play again, because if you look, Paracella had nobody, from the hash mark over behind him.
No, it's worked all year. Josh just seems to get out there and find the
Very
hole.
quickly,
He
yep.
seems able to find the hole where that gap is that he can get open. Oh, they were going to blitz this time. This is a big blitz from the Seals. Sebas avoids it. Now he's going to run with the ball, but he only gets about a 5-yard gain, so it'll be 4th down, 5 yards to go. Big blitz. For a while there, it looked like he had a little bit of time to throw, but then it collapsed.
I'll tell you what, some good interior line blocking there, because that linebacker,
Everybody came.
He just
Yep.
came. The two of them did, and Nicky did see the blitz coming, and he did pedal a little bit, but the line did give him a little bit of time.
Matt Montgomery, a long snap. Sinkovich, it's Steve Sinkovich with the punt. Good punt by Steve this time. He booms one, hits on the 25, and just stays at the 25. It was sort of like a wedge shot down by Bailey and also Montgomery. And actually, no, Montgomery downed it after the Red Tornadoes ran away from it, Wayne.
Yeah, I'll tell you.
Did you see that?
Yeah. Montgomery, I'll tell you what, is he the long snapper? Did
Yes.
you say? He's getting much, much better. That ball came back, just like a pass.
Right.
And that's what you want it to do. You want to give Sinkovich enough time, to concentrate on what he has to do when he's punting.
10-17 and the Seals take over. Tries the fullback Freed, Evans and Detry on him right there at about the 26-yard line. That'll be about a gain of a yard.
Yeah, came up the middle. It was a straight dive. Usually you're looking at Freed as the blocker on that one with
Hernandez.
Hernandez,
Yeah.
going to one side or the other. And it's basically like an option play. You give it to him going up through the middle there. But Evans, he just, he controls the center of the line all the time.
Well, he does, doesn't he? Moyer looks at what he has here for the Red Tornado defense. He's going to throw, and he's going to throw long, and incomplete at the 49-yard line. His receiver fell down trying to break around Kalinowski. Clint Inch slipped at the 50-yard line.
Yeah, that wasn't it. There's a pass there. It wasn't even catchable. It was about 10 yards over his head, and
Right.
plus it was out of bounds.
So not a bad play there to try to open things up a little bit.
Actually, Selingsgrove had some real nice plays called so far in this first half.
I'll tell you what, they moved the ball quite well for not being a passing team.
3rd down, and a big 3rd down and long for the Seals, 8 yards. Tries Freed up the middle, and only no gain at all. No gain at all. Malachowski hanging on to his ankle, so punting situation for the Seals, and we'll see now if the field position starts to switch, because Steve had a great punt. Now Dively comes in and has to punt from back on about his 16-yard line,
Yeah.
Wayne.
Well, and he hasn't
Gotten any
done,
good ones off, right.
A good one off here, and it's been close. They've been short, not giving our punt returners any time to run the ball back.
Snaps back. Dively, line drive this time in the direction of nobody because it bounces short at about the 42-yard line. 1st down, Red Tornadoes from the 42. 8:47 left in the first half. To do a little bend around to see the clock. So
And look out a little window.
I'm not going to use that word, but it has been a game that's not real clean as of right now.
Well, defensively, let's see what the Seals come out with. They've been playing.
Switching a little, haven't they?
Switching a little bit. They're 4-4 to a 5-2, and
That's the 4-4
Now he
right
gets-
there.
Yep.
Right? Going to try Bailey off the right side. Good blocking again, or good tackling on that left side of the Seals defense. 51 in on the hit,
Bogar.
Jason Bogar, and that's the same guy that made the great play on Sebas too. So got to get that outside linebacker, and
He's all over.
yeah, I just looked. They have him on the outside, actually on the right side, but
Well,
then when or is he the middle?
No,
he's the
the
middle
monster.
linebacker,
Yeah,
isn't he?
He's
Okay.
the middle linebacker
Okay.
in this one.
Sebas looks at Montgomery. First down at about the 46-yard line.
Nice play. I'll tell
Yeah.
you what, Montgomery has turned out, last year he comes in as a strong safety here, and or the free safety.
Free safety, right.
Not strong, but free safety, and only played some defense. And I'll tell you what, coming in on the offensive side, he gives you a whole different look. We know how the tough defense that he does play and the hard hitting and everything else. And here's the case here. You're looking at a pair of soft hands, catch the ball, you're turning it upfield and for the extra yardage.
Bailey and Paracella split for the Red Tornadoes now, Wayne. Sebas pitches to Veach. Taking it out around the right side, finds a hole, cuts it back, and first down at about the 35-yard line. Nice run by Jonathan Veach.
And again, if Warren was here, he says, now there's Jonathan, there's the jet, turning on the speed as soon as he got the ball.
Right.
And Warren sort of looks for that, with Jonathan.
Yep.
Warren likes that pure speed that Jonathan has. He gets that ball, and he just blows by everybody. And, speed intimidates. You know that.
That's right.
I know that. And, boy, Jonathan has it.
Fake it. It's an option play to Sebas, and it goes for no gain at all.
I'll tell you what, 74 made one heck of a play. Oh, they didn't call it, or did they? Did they call that down? Yeah,
I don't know. Not yet.
They did.
We're looking at them. No, it
Yeah,
came
they
up
called- yeah.
58. Mike Sinkovich came up with the ball, so it didn't matter. If it was a fumble, Mount Carmel recovered.
I'll tell you what, 74, Will Moyer made one heck of a play. Sebas, he was gone. He
Yeah.
didn't make that play there. He was through that whole line, and there was nobody defensively to stop him.
When that 4-4, lots of times the guard and tackle's got to take care of him. There he comes again, and nobody.
No.
There's no blocking assignment on him. The left guard and left tackle left him come clean through.
Yeah.
So somewhere along the line, that left tackle's got to pick him up and take care of him.
I'll tell you what, if you take a look, they're actually running it. It's not quite a 4-4. They're dropping the defensive end off the
A
line.
4-3.
Well,
No?
it's sort of like that. Yeah,
Okay.
It's more like a 5-2. They have a defensive end on the other side. The cornerman comes up close.
Shotgun formation. Snap back to Sebas. Big rush. It's a blitz. Sebas runs around the right side, finds some running room, cuts it back, and still going down, and gets down to about the 18-yard line. So the Red Tornadoes will be short 3 yards of a first down.
I'll tell you what, Sebas did some running there.
That was
And
called running for your life,
You're
wasn't
not
it?
kidding. They just unloaded.
Fourth down, 3 yards to go. Looks like Coach Williams is going to go for it here.
Well, I'll tell you what, there's no reason in the world that you're going to try and field goal from this
Right.
point.
5:33 left in the first half, no score. Beach goes in motion. Gives the ball to Bailey. First down on the last effort. He'll get a first down on his last effort.
Well, I'll tell you what, he moved the ball back, so he gave it to him.
Yeah,
He gave it to him. It's a little tough from here to see where
it was. I was trying to catch it on the TV and see how it happened, but good play that time by the Red Tornadoes.
Yeah, Bailey made a good move. He cut it up, and he knew he needed to get the 2-3 yards there for the first down and force the issue.
Actually, his lead blocker was Jonathan Veach, too. Good job by John. Tries Sinkovich. Sinkovich goes outside, still on his feet. Nice run by
And
Steve
it's gonna be a
Sinkovich.
touchdown.
Touchdown, Steve, and I'll tell you what, give him all the credit in the world. He got one good block there, but he had to break about 3 tackles, and he goes for the touchdown.
I'll tell you what, there was a kid that actually had him by the shoulder pads and drug his head down almost to the ground, and he kept his balance. Shook the tackler off and scores a touchdown.
Yep.
That's unbelievable.
Red Tornadoes set up for the extra point. Jonathan Else will do the long snap. 21, Matt Montgomery with the hold. And 58, Mike Sinkovich attempt the extra point. Snaps back, it's good. It's down, the kick's up. And it's good. With 4:50 left in the first half, the score, the Red Tornadoes 7, Selingsgrove Seals nothing.
Well, I'll tell you, there's our offense, an explosive offense. You're sort of looking towards Jonathan Veach or Bailey there, or Montgomery or somebody to break this game open, and all of a sudden it's Steve Sinkovich, who has steadily, since the fourth game of the season, has started to run people over, showing his power as a fullback,
Yep.
which we knew, and everybody knew that he had, and I think it was just some strength, some conditioning and everything else. But I'll tell you what, you can't take 3 hits on the line like he did and
keep
run
going.
in from 18 yards
Yeah.
and score. That's not easy.
58, Mike Sinkovich will kick off for the Red Tornadoes. Inch and Hernandez are deep for the Seals. They're standing at about the 12-yard line. This is a high kick. It's going to be taken by Inch on the 20-yard line. Takes it outside again. Does a spin move, but Montgomery had him at his ankles. Finished off by Bailey.
Yeah, Montgomery plays an excellent corner man over there, and his whole job is just to contain everybody from going to the outside and keep everybody to the inside and looking for support on the inside. 95% of the time he's in on the tackles.
He does it on the punts, too.
Yes, he does a great job.
First down 10, 4:44 left in the first half. Moyer, he's going to throw. Oh, hit Stashevsky, and it would have been close to a first down, but he took his eyes off. He heard Steve Sinkovich at his back, didn't he?
He did, yeah. He had the ball cleanly as he went up in the air, and when he came down, as he was coming down with the ball, he turned and he looked downfield. The ball just popped right out of his hands. You're right, he heard footsteps that time.
Moyer with a second down, 10 yards to go. Tries Hernandez, finds a hole up the middle. Gains about 5 yards. Rusty Lashinsky hanging on to him. No, that was Steve Sinkovich hanging on to him. I missed who finished him off. We're at a rough vantage point right here. Okay.
5, Sebas.
Third down, 4 yards to go for the Seals. Boy, the backs are really deep here. They're about 5 yards back, Wayne.
Yeah.
That's going to be a pass. Looks out in the flat. Incomplete. Fourth down and 4 yards to go.
Tell you what, Detry, I think on that one was looking to pick it off and go with that one. The quarterback, I don't know whether he saw him coming over or he just couldn't see over Malakowski, but he short-armed that and threw it short.
Sebas and Montgomery deep for the Red Tornadoes. Shively back to punt. Nope, it's not Shively, is it? It's 21.
Yep, number 21.
Stashevsky's going to try his luck at punting now for the Seals. Snaps back. Stashevsky gets it away. Good kick, taken by Montgomery. Hernandez missed him coming down the field, and then he's tackled at about the 39-yard line.
I'll tell you what, Montgomery's showing some cool stuff back there. You're getting a line drive punt with 3 defenders coming down at you as quick as that, and he picks up and he moved the ball upfield too, and that a short kick like that's difficult to do, and especially the way it is going.
A lot better kick than Dively's though.
Yeah.
Single back for the Red Tornadoes. Sinkovich gives it to him off the right side. Gains probably about 3 yards. It's tough off that right side because you're heavy. The defense seems to be heavy left right there, Wade.
Well, they have. I'll tell you take a look at some of the numbers here. You're looking at 260 pounds. You're looking at 222 pounds, 192, 189.
Some big bodies to move, huh?
You got some big boys over there to move.
Sebas. Inside handoff, but that one didn't go anywhere. Made it for about no gain at all. So actually a loss of about a yard.
Right,
Third down,
right.
9 yards
9
to go.
yards to go. You're looking at another defense that's a lateral defense. It's a swarming, moving both, north and south on the field here.
Mm-hmm. And here comes the blitz again. They're setting up for the blitz to come. There they come.
There it is. And it
Picked up nicely. Picked up nicely, but interception. Sebas throws the interception to Tyson Clark. And a great, I'll tell you what, a great blitz, but it was picked up.
Mike Sinkovich picked that up beautiful. I'll tell you that the blocking, the scheme of the blocking in our line now has changed a little bit. And, you go back to the last series and saw the blitz there, and I guess Coach Conley got everybody along the side. Mike Sinkovich picked him up and took him right out of the play.
Did a great job. First down and 10 for the Seals. 2:37 left. Moyer's got to throw. Big rush by Malachowski. He got his hand up in the air to block it, and Moyer ran underneath him.
Yeah, Jason actually ran past him, ran past Moyer, and blocked his vision totally. I mean, Moyer isn't a tall quarterback to begin with.
They have him listed at 5. What do they have him? 6'3". They have him at 6'3". It didn't look it.
It doesn't look like
no,
because
Jason looked a lot taller, didn't he? Second down, 15 yards to go. Moyer back to Hernandez, trying to stretch it out around the corner. Detry, Malachowski in on the tackle. Kalinowski there, but there we see Detry getting up off the bottom of the pile.
And a great job, great job of stringing that play out. And that's what you want to do. You have a good running back in Hernandez, and string out. Don't let him break up through. Contain him to the inside.
Right. .129 left on the clock. They brought Evans back and left him do a delayed blitz. Oh, big hit by 47 Sinkovich. That ball was caught.
Yes, it was.
He would have had it. 86. Ritter would have caught that ball had Sinkovich not taken his head off.
I'll tell you what. And actually, I don't know how that wasn't called down, because he was sitting on the ground when he caught that ball.
But I don't think he ever had control of the ball. That was the thing. And then when Sinkovich hit him, it just bounced right out. 21, the punter in now, Stashevsky, and deep for the Red Tornadoes, Montgomery and Sebas. Snaps back. Moroz gets in, tries to block it, taken by Montgomery. Tries to take it outside, now gets a block from 37 Avellino and gets it up to the 31-yard line. Good coverage by the Seals. Avellino. First down, Red Tornadoes from the 30. 1 minute and 10 seconds left on the clock. And with this being a 7-0 game, I don't know what they're going to try here, Wayne, if they go for it or just see where it goes after a couple plays.
Well, let's see if we can move it downfield. That's for sure.
Shotgun formation, so they're going right out at the pass at it and put Montgomery in motion. They'll have 4 receivers to the left side for the Red Tornadoes. Bad snap. Sebas looks and now runs and gets tackled for about a 5-yard loss.
The best thing for Nicky there, you get a high snap and you look for the sidelines. You just run out of bounds. You're definitely on a blown play like that. You're not going to pick up too much yardage. And again, every time we've seen shotgun formation back there with no protection, the weak side defensive end releases.
Seems to make a play on it, doesn't it?
Does.
They're going out of the shotgun again.
Number 51. Look at that. Right up there. He's ready to go. Here they come.
It comes right through the middle. They're just blitzing the gap. They're taking that gap, and on the gap, you have to hit that linebacker blitzing. They have too many guys in the gaps right there now.
Yeah, 51 and 44. Samsel.
Yep.
brought them right up in the line right before the snap of the ball, and you could see they were going.
Timeout called by the Red Tornadoes. 58 seconds left in this first half. And Seals have played a good game against the Red Tornadoes. Offensively, I think we've looked a little slow, Wayne, but that's to be expected a little bit, I guess. It just is taking a rough time getting going.
Again, the thing is, the defense for the Seals kept them in every game so far. It's their offense that has some difficulty, even though Hernandez has, I guess, 1,500 yards on the season. Still has a hard time generating the points on the scoreboard. But a good defensive team, as we can see tonight, especially their linebackers. Their linebackers,
right,
again, are playing very aggressive, looking for gaps and blitzing, and making it a little difficult for our linemen to pick up their blocking schemes.
Now we're going to go out from under center here to try to control that blitzing linebacker. There's no way. And he's coming again. He stopped that time. Good block that time. But now somebody else gets through. 74 gets through, and a flag on the play. Montgomery gets hit by 32. Good hit. He should have caught the ball, but Rezeguet did a great job of knocking it down. And I'll tell you what, this Seals, they're out to play right now, Wayne.
Yes, they are. They're here to play, and I'll tell you what, Nicky just took a shot from number 51, Bogart. I mean, Nicky was turning his body to throw. He's going to his left, and he's trying to turn his body around and throw back to the right. And I'll tell you what, Bogart really put a hit on him.
Holding call against the Red Tornadoes, and they'll decline this. I would think they're going to decline it.
I mean, decline it. You get fourth down.
Yep, they got the fourth down.
And we're punting.
50 seconds left on the clock.
You're looking at everybody coming on this one.
Big, good snap by Montgomery. Sinkovic gets the kick away. Inch falls on the ball at the 42. Had some running room, but he had to sort of lean for it.
It was a sort of a strange punt. It looked like it was turning end to end, going sideways, and came down and floated down. And he did have to lean forward to pick up the ball and fell down on his knees. Catches that ball in the air, and he would have been, 15, 20 yards up further than what he is now.
Moyer with Freed and Hernandez in the backfield. Moyer's looking on that long fly pattern again. Kalinowski with him all the way and incomplete at the 31-yard line.
Again, he's looking for the quick one, to get it downfield. You can see number 10, Dively, down here warming up. He's a soccer-style kicker and plays soccer for the Seals. So he can kick the ball, and he is a threat. But they have to move the ball down with to at least the 25-yard line for him to make an attempt.
Moyer, second down, 12. Looks across the middle at Stashevsky, and he catches it close to a first down. Great play that time. Stashevsky made a move to the outside on his defender and then cut it back to the middle. He was wide open, Wayne.
Wide open. I'll tell you what. He doesn't slip on the ground there, and I don't think he made it. No, he didn't pick up the first down.
No, third down and probably about a half a yard to go. 30 seconds left on the clock in the first half.
Defensively, he would have been down, or offensively, he would have been down the field another 10, 15 yards. There was nobody in the area catching the ball. We were containing, I think. We were looking at a softer pass defense.
Well, that's true, too. With 30 seconds, you are going to go a little deeper. You're going to let him make that inside cut just as long as he doesn't beat you long.
Right. And they are not a threat. They are not a threat to throw long. They will throw
Although
a short
he laid
pass.
It out there nice.
Yes,
he lays it out nice, but it just maybe...
but it's not the long one.
That's right.
It's a short 10, 12-yarder, and in fact, he didn't even pick up the first down on
right.
that one. And hope that you miss a tackle here or there.
30 seconds left in the first half. 7-0. Red Tornadoes in the lead. Red Tornadoes going to try a blitz. The Seals pick it up. Has Stashevsky cutting across the middle.
Flag.
And we have a flag on the play. This is going to be a hold against the Seals, and this one's coming back.
Yeah, now that was the mirror of,
Yep.
of the other side. They ran
Well,
it down to
they're calling that holding both ways. They're calling it real
Yes,
tight
they are.
tonight, and
and that's coming back. And that was, I'll tell you what, that was sort of after the play. They had good protection for the quarterback to throw the ball. He was
Yep.
back far enough. There was no reason even for that to be called.
no, the flag actually came after the ball was thrown.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
So it must have been so obvious that you had to call it.
Third down, 11 yards to go, and boy, they had that ball down to the 10-yard line, Wayne.
Yep.
Whether that's something that they'll try to exploit here in the second half. We have 20 seconds left here in the second quarter. As Warriors under center.
Moyer with the big third down play for the Seals. It's going to be a pass. Nice rush, gets it out to Hernandez. And he only picks up about 5 yards, but they're going for it here on fourth down.
Yeah.
So fourth down and 6 yards to go. If they pick up 5 on one play, 5 on another, that's fine right here at this moment.
But what
You
they
get out of bounds, there's only 12 seconds left,
yeah.
Wayne.
What they didn't need though, they couldn't throw to the backfield like
Right.
that because we had too much containment on the field on the defensive end. They have to move the ball further downfield and look to the flats.
12 seconds left in the second quarter. Two wide receivers split to the left this time. That's Krzyzewski and Park.
Moyer
Three-step drop for Moyer.
looking downfield. No, it's Stashevsky coming across the middle, and he had a first down. I think they'll give it to him, but boy, he dangerously ran backwards.
I don't know. All depends on where they spot
I know
that
he
ball.
dangerously ran back toward backwards, and it's close. It'll be a measurement.
Yeah,
He had the first down early.
He had that. Yeah, when he caught that ball, he was on the 45-yard line, and then I guess trying to looking for some extra yardage there. He came back towards the yard markers.
Yep. Well, we'll have a measurement here and see what's going on right here. And they bring the sticks out.
No, he's short by almost.
Oh, yeah, short by a lot. First down, Red Tornadoes, and more likely than not, we'll down the ball right here. 4 seconds, Wayne.
Oh, yeah.
Unless we have timeout. Nope, we're not going to down the ball. Timeout called by the Red Tornadoes. We're coming off with a Whitey Williams get a touchdown play with 4 seconds left. Guaranteed.
Well,
Or try for one. That's what he's going to do here.
that's the case. You know exactly what the Seals are going to do. They're going to unload.
Have
and
the
they're gonna
blitz.
Put everybody in the
Yep.
gaps.
Play or a big situation for the Seals if they were able to come up with something right before half.
While we have the timeout here, we'll go over our crew a little bit. Program Director Joe Novotny. On the cameras tonight, Joe Mazer up top. He's up on top of us here at the press box. And Gary Tresker down on the field, the cable grips. Looks like they threw some extras in there. John Beluta, Bob Lindemuth, Brent Fisher, and Dave Ginther.
Yep.
Coaches VCR, still Joe D'Amico. And the big boss is down in the truck, George McPhee, overseeing this whole affair. Shotgun formation, snaps back to Sebas. Big rush from Bogar, his tight end, or his defensive end again. Now Sebas looking downfield. And who'd he hit? Paracella, but popped out of his hands. The end of the first half. The score, the Red Tornadoes 7. The Seals nothing. We'll be back with some stats in one moment. All right, Wayne, the captains meet at the center of the field, and some halftime stats from down on the sidelines with Jose Gonzalo.
I'll tell you what, you look at these stats, you look at the game, and it's going exactly the way it looks down there. At Mount Carmel in the rushing department, we have 20 carries for 61 yards. In the passing department, we're 2 of 9 for 13 yards, and we only have 6 first downs. Sinkovich carrying the ball 3 times for 33 yards, and had 18-yard pickup there for a beautiful run on a touchdown. Veach 4 for 17, Bailey 7 for 13, and Sebas 6 for a -2. Now the -2 comes into account from the Seals blitzing as hard as they are,
Right.
and Nick getting on the bike there and trying to get out of bounds most of the time.
Good that it's a -2.
Yes,
Yes.
it is only a
Yes.
-2 because they're playing. Seals are playing a great defensive game here. In the passing department, we have Montgomery 1 for 9 yards and Veach 1 for 4. On the other side, we have the Seals rushing 11 for 4 yards, and passing department 6 of 11 for 34 yards with no first down. So this is truly becoming a good defensive game that we know. And, of course, our defense is shining again.
Right.
They're just doing an outstanding job here, especially on our run defense.
Deep for the Red Tornadoes, Sebas, Bailey, and Veach have some real speed back there. And this is the first time we really get to see Dively at what he really does, and that's left-footed side kick, right?
Left-footed
Soccer
kick.
kick, right.
Last night they played in their district playoffs and
he
won
played,
districts.
right?
Yes, he did.
Good kick by Dively. Veach has the ball up to the 20-yard line and stopped at about the 24. He tried to make a cut right there, but number 11, a great job, Ben Sprangle in on the touchdown or on the tackle.
But again, the ball was down on the 6-yard line. You get a 15-yard,
great run back.
6-yard pickup there. You get it over to 20 or on the 23-yard line.
No, I was just saying how good a Sprangle looked right there. He made a great open field tackle, and first down and 10 for the Red Tornadoes. Veach goes in motion. Pitch back to Bailey, going to take it outside. Find some block. No, he didn't. He actually lost his block, and Inch, number 84, Clint Inch, did a great job of eluding a block and making the stop.
Steve was looking at picking up the corner man here, and he was running straight for him, thinking that who was Veach, the ball carrier, is going to
cut around
cut
behind
around
him. Oh, that was Bailey.
Or Bailey, and
right.
He didn't. He cut the ball upfield too soon.
Paracella split to the left. Veach goes in motion, pitches back to Veach this time. And, boy, nice tackle again there on
84?
I looked like 24 that time. Looked like Sassaman was in on the tackle.
But again, there you're looking at Veach. You've seen a lot more speed with Jonathan carrying the ball here. And again, and that's what you want. You're back. You lost some yardage on the first down series there, and now you're 3rd and 3.
Sebas, quick drop, hits him. Oh, good play. Someone got his hand up in the air, either 45 or 86, was it? 86 in there and knocked it down. Doug Ritter, 4th down, Red Tornadoes. Good job by the defensive end that time to get his hand up in the air.
I'll tell you what.
Montgomery was open.
Montgomery was wide open on that one. He catches that ball, definitely a first down and a lot more.
Montgomery with the long snap. Sinkovich with the punt. Short punt hits on the 49, bounces to the 44, gets a good roll for the Red Tornadoes down to the 37-yard line.
I'll tell you what, I'm impressed. Montgomery must be working at the snaps, the long snap. At the beginning of the season, we had some difficulty with that. The ball was coming back either too high or too low. But it's coming back a shot, and again, that's exactly what you want.
First down for the Seals, and the Seals offensively, as we see there in the stats, no first downs. Have to see if they can change something around and get moving here.
Well, they showed a little bit of movement coming to the outside, hitting the flat short passes.
Yep, and it looks like they're setting up for it right now, Wayne. Gives it to Hernandez, and good tackle by Rusty Lashinsky, 32 that time for about a 1-yard loss.
And I'll tell you what, Rusty stepped right up in the hole there and took Hernandez right on and made an excellent tackle. Wonderful play.
Moyer now in the twin right formation. It's going to be the long pass, though. He looks out in the flat, hits number 20 for a first down for the Seals. A good reception made by Kratzer, and Kratzer, first time he's in the game that we've seen him on offense.
I'll tell you what, this quarterback, you look at Jason Malakowski going right up, and he definitely was under pressure to throw that ball. I don't know how this man's
not the normal pressure.
20.
He actually got the pump fake and get that. After he pump faked, he got to get it off. But it definitely is we got to get in and put a little more on him right now, Wayne. Gonna try Freed right up the middle.
Ain't going nowhere.
Nope. No gain at all. Malakowski and Lashinsky on the tackle.
Rusty again making the tackle.
Second down, 9 yards to go.
But then on that long pass play to Kratzer there, we had Nick Sebas making the tackle in the middle of the field.
Well, he followed him from his cornerback position. So what they did, they had to tie the safeties up to just have one-on-one coverage like that. Hernandez goes in motion. Moyer. There's the rush we're looking
And
for.
there's
And
Lashinsky.
what they did was blitz 32 Rusty Lashinsky. They left him come that time, and he made a great stop.
I'll tell you what. Again, you're looking at sort of a defensive play that everybody pulls on us when we're back in the shotgun,
Yep.
and Nicky's back there all by himself with no blocking. You have here, their quarterback going back and Rusty Lashinsky coming right through and making a tackle untouched.
Third down and long yards to go. Moyer pitches back to Hernandez around the left side. Found a little running room and then gets taken down. See, I look like Detry on the initial hit, 35, right? Because I saw Rusty tap him on the back. Fourth down and 13 yards to go for Selingsgrove and punt formation. .21 in to attempt the punt, Stashevsky.
And what do we have back there? We have Nicky.
Yeah, just Seba's back this time. So maybe Montgomery got hurt there? Or maybe they're expecting a fake punt. Could be. It's going to be a kick.
Ooh.
Oh, no, what it was the rush. It was a big rush. And Sebas called a fair catch at the 11-yard line. But what they did was an all-out rush against that punt. That's what it was.
And they're sort of looking for a call on that one. I'll tell you what, with the number of tornadoes that were in, at least 5 were in there trying for the ball.
Block, yep.
You wonder how they didn't hit the punter.
And the snap is slow coming back.
It is slow,
yeah.
very slow.
That's where you need someone coming from the end, though, Wayne, and laying out. That's the guy that's going to block that punt. Red Tornadoes now deep, though, after trying that to block the punt. Sebas on a quarterback sneak. Cuts out to the left of Jonathan and gains only about maybe 3 yards. Right up the middle looks open, Wayne.
Well, again, it just depends. They have not stacked the middle at all.
No.
They put the nose guard over Jonathan, and the 2 linebackers are in the gaps, either off tackles or off the guard. So they're leaving the middle there sort of wide open for a play like that, or for Sinkovic on a straight dive.
See, there it is again, Wayne.
Yep.
Second down, 7. Pitch back to Veach on the outside. Gets a good block.
Ooh, almost a first down on that one.
Yeah. Was it Veach? Or was it Bailey? It was Bailey. That was Bailey, the ball carrier.
Oh, he did. He picked up the first down.
Yep.
Good second effort, because from here, as we looked, with this post in our way here.
Yeah, our
and the
vantage point
distance,
isn't the best right here.
It sort of looked like he was about a half a yard short.
Now Montgomery and Veach are split. Going to try Sinkovic up the middle, and he gains about 2 yards to the 27-yard line. They have a way of collapsing you in sideways, though. They do a good job at doing like a
pinch.
A pinch.
Yeah,
they pinch nicely.
Yeah, they do, and they have some nice stunts in there. They, line up the linebackers here, move them there, and then you're pinching your 2 tackles down onto your guards.
Actually, very similar to the Marion defense, Wayne.
Yes, it is.
6:13 left in the third quarter. Blitzers, and that time, 44, he just jumped too far. Samsel came in, and this will make it second down and about 3 yards to go for the Red Tornadoes.
Yeah, Bogart, he was showing he was going to blitz
Well,
first, and then he backed out, and then Samsel got in there, but he got in. I think he touched Malakowski on the other side.
Trying some real aggressive defense right here, though, and they have throughout the game.
Well, if it works, don't change it.
Right. Second down, about 3 yards to go. Bailey off the right side, close to a first down.
Yeah, first down. I'll tell you what, they're back on the 11-yard line to start off. We're starting to move the ball a little bit.
Yep.
Looks mostly like we're running towards our own bench, going to the right. either Sinkovich on a straight dive off tackle or off guard, or Bailey and Veach going to the right-hand side.
Pitch back to Bailey again, going outside, still on his feet, and gets close. Looked like close to a first down at about the 45.
Well, they dropped the flag. They dropped the markers there. So
okay.
He's about 3 yards short. But again, every time we're snapping the ball here, it looks like we're picking up 3, 5, 6 yards.
Right.
Something that we did not do definitely in the first half. So we must have changed some blocking assignments at halftime.
Twins left for the Red Tornadoes. Going to try Bailey up the middle. Power driving and first down. Red Tornadoes about the 48-yard line. Good block that time. Good blocking by the left side of the Red Tornado offensive line.
And a good call. Right from the 11-yard line, we're going right. Now all of a sudden we're bringing Bailey up the left off tackle. So, it's a little difficult. You get a defense looking one way and leaning one way, and all of a sudden you break it back the other.
Tries Sinkovich right up the middle, 5 yards, and he's going to get that 5 yards almost every time because they can't pinch him coming quick like that, Wayne.
No, I'll tell you, Steve is just a strong boy, and you just give him a little bit of room, and he has the speed to go along with the strength, and the size that he does have. And Steve has certainly come around to be one heck of an excellent fullback, blocking fullback and running fullback for this team this year.
4:51 left in the third quarter. Split backs. Pitch back to Bailey. Loss of maybe 1 yard. Read nicely that time by 71 or 21. 21 Staszewski.
Yeah, a little bit of a strange call there. You're looking at a little bit of motion from our split man over there coming back towards the end position, blocking down in a quick pitch. We're looking just to get around the corner and pick up some extra yardage here.
Third down, 7 yards to go. Sebas rolls. Looks downfield at Montgomery, has him breaking. He catches the ball on the 30-yard line. Double coverage, and Montgomery catches the ball. Good job that time by the Red Tornadoes. Nice roll. They got Nicky out of the pocket and left him throw it.
And you're seeing everything. There's a play there that they should look at over and over and over again. You got some great blocking by the line and by the tight ends. You got some good blocking there from the offensive backs. Nicky steps back, and a very nice reception by Montgomery.
Sebas, quick drop. Looks in the flat. Paracella almost came up with a great catch. It was a little. It led him a little too much, and they almost made that one work.
I'll tell you, he laid out for that ball, and he's a tough receiver. He goes down. Specialty teams, we see him down there all the time. He's looking for someone to hit, someone to tackle, and he comes in. He puts 100% when he's on this field, looking at as a receiver here to catch that ball.
Sebas sets the Red Tornadoes with Montgomery split left, pitches back to Veach. Tries the right side, turns it on. Fumble on the play, picked up by Malachowski. Malachowski driving and close to a first down. Boy, Jason. When Jason picked that ball up, he was driving, wasn't he, Wayne?
Oh yeah, he looked. It's real funny. You get these linemen that never touch the ball, and we've seen that before.
Get their hands on it, they won it, don't they?
Yeah, with Sinkovich there. With Sinkovich picking up the ball at the North Schuylkill game and taking off, and here's Jason. He's looking for that goal line, trying to pick up a few extra yards there. And what's really neat at the end of the year at the banquet, you see their name in there for a couple of yards,
right? Third down, 3 yards to go. Sinkovich off the right side, and see, that's where we're looking at the middle, but there's 3 guys standing there when you go off tackle, Wayne, and off tackle, he did not get the first down.
Again, it's a little strange defense. Apparently,
yep, it is.
They're hitting the gaps, they're moving people around, and it looks like a 4, and then they're bringing the
and actually
strong
where our
safety up as a
coaches
5.
our coaches do not have a good vantage point of seeing what these guys are doing down there. Sebas Bailey, right up the middle, first down. Good blocking by the two guards, Sinkovic, Daukus in the center, Jonathan Elson to get that first down.
And that's what you need. You need that. It's just a straight dive, turn around, hand the ball off. You're only looking for 2 yards to pick up there, and it's important that the center of your line just forms a small wall to keep everybody away from the ball carrier.
Pinch.
That's it.
As long as you're driving forward, just don't let that pinch tackle happen, and you'll get the first down. Veach going off the left side down to the 15-yard line. Gain of about 3 yards. Second down and 7. 2:24 left in the third quarter. 7-0 Red Tornadoes in the lead.
I'll tell you what, they score here. This is an impressive drive. You're starting back on your own 11-yard line. You've moved the ball all the way down to the 15 so far.
Going to give it to Veach off the right side, and that's going to be motion in the backfield against the Red Tornadoes, I'm sure. It looked that way. That ref called it real quick.
Well, I'll tell you what, 24 Sassaman made a beautiful tackle. Open field tackle right there. Veach trying to make a cut upfield, and I'll tell you what, nobody was on Sassaman, and that's difficult to do.
Yep. Penalties decline, so it'll be with the loss. Fourth down and about 9 yards to go. No, third down and 9 yards to go. I'm sorry. Third down, 9 yards to go.
Yeah, it wouldn't have made sense to take the penalty on that one because you wouldn't have been back further than where you're at right now, and would have given the Tornadoes a second down.
Sebas rolls to his right. Keeps the ball on his own. Looks like about the 11-yard line, so he'll be 2 yards short, Wayne.
Let's see where we're going to put it.
Okay.
11-yard line. That's where he spots the ball.
So it'll be fourth down, 2 yards to go for the Red Tornadoes. Well, 2 to 3 yards.
Yeah.
Paracella brings the play in for the Red Tornadoes. Jonathan Elson, center, playing on a bad D right now, Wayne. He's limping pretty bad out there, and I guess they are going to have to keep him right there for now. Going to go with a long count, pitch back to Bailey. Outside, cuts it up good. Great cut by Al Bailey, touchdown, Red Tornadoes.
I'll tell you what.
Good call. They were looking for the middle that time.
Yes, they were.
They collapsed it in, and if you come with a tight defense in the middle, we are going to get outside.
That's right, and I'll tell you what. You take a look at that play on replay. You look at Mike Sinkovic. He pulled as a guard. He just pummeled and rolled the defensive end right over for Bailey to cut up behind him.
16-play drive for the Red Tornadoes from the 11-yard line, Wayne.
Excellent. I mean, and at this point in the game, that's exactly what they needed.
Snap back by Else. It's down by Montgomery. The kick's up, and it's good. With 1:49 left in the third quarter, the score, the Red Tornadoes 14, the Seals nothing. Nice run by Bailey that time. Some great blocking, but good run.
Some good blocking in the line there. You know, again, you're looking at Mike Sinkovic kicking out, and you don't get to say his name too much because he's out of the backfield right now. But boy, I'll tell you, when you see some, and especially in the interior of the line, because you take a look at some long runs up the center where Steve is carrying the ball, and the only way you can do that is when you have some good cross blocking between him and the center, Jonathan Else,
right,
and also on the other side. With Daukus and Jonathan. But, you know, Mike did an excellent job. That was a beautiful pull block on that. The defensive end never even saw him.
58, Mike Sinkovic with the kick. Gets a boomer for him down to about the 14-yard line. And Hernandez hit on the 30 and a flag on the play.
And you're looking probably at the face mask.
Paracella's in there. Mickey Moreau's 28, Bailey, and 74 O'Brien were in on the tackle. Face mask called, and this will be a big one against the Red Tornadoes.
I'll tell you what, you always see the same names getting up off specialty teams, and it's great to see those younger kids show a lot of speed getting down the field, and that's what you need. That's exactly what you want. There's not too many coaches in this league that will take all of their other players and put them in to make sure that they get time on the field and some playing time, an important playing time. There's not too many that will do that because they do not want to take the chance.
Selingsgrove with a first down on the 45-yard line. No, we had movement on the right side of the Selingsgrove line, number 85, Nick Hess.
Well, it certainly has been a flag-full game here, starting from right at the kickoff. You're looking at holding and
offside against the Red Tornadoes. I think so.
They did. They called it. I don't know why this line judge on this side doesn't call that one off, because
he's on the home side. That's why.
Yeah, number 85 did pick up, and he was going downfield already until he got back down in position.
First down, 5 yards to go. Moyer hands off to Hernandez. Oh, good job that time. 58. Mike Sinkovich knocked the offensive guard back into Hernandez.
Right. Didn't make the tackle.
No,
didn't
have to. He tripped over him.
That's right.
The Hernandez tripped over his own guard.
Over his own man, and that's what you want. That's the type of penetration. You want to get back 1 yard into the backfield, and that's where you make the havoc.
Second down, 4 yards to go, 1:12 left in the third quarter. Moyer, straight drop back. Looks over in the flat. Short gain of about 2 yards. 84-inch hit by 47, Steve Sinkovich. Sinkovich quick at getting to the ball.
I'll tell you, I just can't believe we have not picked off a pass yet. You're looking at this quarterback, and he seems like he's short-arming the ball, and
like
it's
they're
not
floaters.
moving. And
right.
They're floaters. They're not moving out to the receivers very quickly.
Third down, 2 yards to go for the Seals. High formation. Hernandez in the tail position. Same straight drop back. Now it's just a layout here. And good play by John Kalinowski. Just stayed right with him at the 21-yard line and knocked it away.
Well, step for step, and that's what you want. You're looking for the short pass like they've been throwing and everything else, and now all of a sudden they go downfield, and that's exactly what they did against Danville and Montoursville. I was talking to a few people down here at halftime, and they hit the long pass. They're not a throwing team. We know that, but he throws it out there. He has a little bit of speed, and he gets it out to his receiver. It's a touchdown.
21, Staszewski in punt formation. Snaps back. It's low. It bounces to him. Gets it away. And bounces down. Going to be a nice punt, and they end up at the 11-yard line. So Red Tornadoes start over again. First down and 10 at their 11.
I don't know how that didn't hit Hernandez. It went right through his legs.
I know.
Well, let's see. We did it and ate up quite a bit of time on the clock. There are only 19 seconds left in the third quarter.
Big drive there by the Red Tornadoes.
And yeah, you're right. That was a big drive. And back down on 11-yard line again and see if we can do it again.
Red Tornadoes come out. Sebas to Bailey. Tries it off the right side, cuts it back. Up to about the 14 or 15, maybe 16-yard line, Wayne.
And, you're looking at it different than the first quarter, second quarter. What you see now is that the line is exploding off the ball. They're driving the Seals back 5-6 yards, and all the ball carrier has to do is get behind him and just follow his blockers.
End of the third quarter, the score, the Red Tornadoes 14, the Seals nothing.
Well, we don't have Warren here tonight. He's working a sick truck, so but we did, and I must say we did have a volunteer to come up here tonight and take over Warren's spot, and he said he could have probably done an equal or a better job than what Warren. That was Clarence Dietrich.
Oh,
Clarence was
that's
coming
a,
up. He stopped me as I was coming up with the stats. He says, "Hey, where's Warren?" I said, you want me to come up? And I said, "Yeah, we came up." But unfortunately, the kids only brought 2 headsets.
right.
So,
So they already knew.
they already knew that Warren wasn't going to be. We graciously thank Clarence for offering to step in for Warren, but next week we'll have Warren back again, hopefully.
And the way it looks right now, Wayne, next week's game will probably take place. It looks like it could happen here. And the advertising was paid for. Union National Bank of Mount Carmel took it all. So they bought the game and will pay the district, which we gratefully thank them. But if we happen to win that game and happen to go on, and you always have to look ahead when you're doing the TV end of it, donors will be accepted for the following game. And again, put your money in an envelope, sign it, seal the envelope, and if the game doesn't happen, George will give the money back. I think it was Bailey with the ball. I'm trying to pick it up right now off the camera, or was it Veach?
Well, we would like to thank everybody.
Right.
As we know, in the last few years, and it's one of my big gripes here, that this is the PIAA that's supposed to be here for the kids, and they have more money than you can ever think of.
A few million.
And, yes, and you're looking at starting out a few years ago when we got into the playoffs and we were doing this as $200 here, $200 there per game, and it increased. And 3 years ago, last year it went up to 500 because they knew darn well that there was no TV station going to pick up the district play, so they start charging the schools and the radio stations for doing it. And now this year, all of a sudden, we're doing the game again. They're going to charge us $1,000. So I think it's a shame that they would even do that to the kids.
Sebas's pass was incomplete. Montgomery in for the long snap. Steve Sinkovich with the kick.
Ooh,
Gets
nice
the punt
catch.
away.
Nice
Fair catch
high.
called for by Inch on the 44-yard line. Good field position for the Seals. First down and 10 from the Red Tornado 44-yard line.
I'll tell you what, if anything has improved that we can see in this game here, definitely is the long snap on the punt and the punting itself, Steve. And, you get a little bit more confidence back there, and that's what you need. You definitely need that coming into your postseason play, and it gives Steve a little bit of time, a little bit of confidence, and making much better kicks than what he has in the last few games.
New quarterback in there it's an option quarterback, and he takes the ball, still on his feet, and Detry's going to finish him off along with Malakowski.
I'll tell you what, the first hit there, you take a look at that first hit that drove him back.
Oh, he's not getting up real quick. He's saying, I don't really want to do that again. That was Tyson Clark trying the option. And
that was Daukus. Daukus hit him and drove him back 2 yards. Danny did not wrap his arms on that, but drove him back. Unbelievable.
Second down, 10 yards to go. 14-0, Red Tornadoes in the lead. 10:45 left in the game. They're going to try that option again. Ooh. Pitches and covered by the... Red Tornadoes, Brian Detry.
Well,
or Rusty. Was it Lashinsky or Detry? Detry.
Detry. You take a look at number 12, and he is limping off the field right now. Tyson Clark, but he took one heck of a hit off of Daukus and then was gang tackled the previous play before that. Now all of a sudden, and he was limping back to the huddle. So I don't know why the call was made again to run the option to the right side of the field when he's already limping. And when he pitched it back, it hit Hernandez right in the face mask and bounced out.
Going to try Sinkovich up the middle, gain of about 4 yards.
Again, and that's exactly what you look at Steve Sinkovich doing, and picking up his 4 yards, and if he can kick it to the outside, he's going to do exactly what he did in the first half there on that 18-yard run.
There you see Clark trying to get on that ankle right now.
Yeah, he's having some difficulty there, that's for sure.
Avellino and Paracella split to the right. Tries Veach up the middle and gain of 1 yard. 86, the initial hit on the play. Doug Ritter from his tight, well, no, he's not a tight end there. He's probably defensive end.
Defensive end, I would say, with that number, yeah. I'll tell you
Third
what,
down, 5 yards to go, Wayne.
the
Sorry.
Seals are still playing.
Yep.
We're trying to hit the outside, get our speed to the outside, and try to break one here. And they're stringing the ball out pretty good.
Well, 9:34 left in the ball game, and Red Tornadoes trying to just drive some time off the clock right now, Wayne.
Well, that first long drive in the
Yep.
beginning of the second half here would go from 11 all the way down. The score had taken off the clock at least 9 minutes. The Seals got the ball on the kickoff, 4 downs. They punted, put us back on the 11. We ran 2 plays and the quarter was over. So we are doing an outstanding job on eating some of the time off the clock. And again, that's what you want to do. You know, you want to just keep it conservative at this point. You're going into a very strong playoff game coming up, and move
Right.
the ball, score, if not punt, and your defense is going to keep you in the game
That's
as they
right.
had all year long.
And 14 points in certain games is enough.
That's right.
14 points in the Southern game would have been enough. So we're just looking at it that way.
Oh, yeah.
What we're saying is defensively, if they can hold them to 13, 7, 0, more likely than not, Red Tornadoes are going to win that football game. Third down, 4 or 5 yards to go for the Red Tornadoes. Sebas sets the Red Tornadoes. Does an end around to Veach. Finds some running room and gets the first down. Good job by Jonathan Veach to cut back and get down and get the first down for the Red Tornadoes. Good play called by the Bussels getting up right down there with Jonathan Veach. So
And again, here you had Mike Semichik coming from one side. Now you have Dallas.
Semichik.
I'm sorry, Semichik. Sinkovic.
Well, no, Mike did. Yeah, he blocked a lot there.
Oh, yes,
right,
he did.
right.
He certainly did. But
That's okay.
I'm sorry there, Mike. But Sinkovic is, kicking out some great defensive ends here. You're looking at Daukus now doing the same thing on the other side.
Going to try Steve this time. And he gains about maybe 2 yards. But look at Mike saying, Steve, I want you to go behind me. They're talking about it right now. 2 great guys, Mike and Steve Sinkovic, I'll tell you what. Good
I'll tell
guys.
You, what a tag team, huh?
Yep. But the tagger was telling the taggee, hey, go behind me. Don't go around me. Second down, 8 yards to go. 8:10 left in the fourth quarter. Oh, fumble on the play, and you don't see that too often. Recovered by number 5, Sebas.
He was pulling out a little bit too quick. I mean, you couldn't even see what the play was there, what was forming. I don't know if it was a pass or what, but he was pulling out a little quick. Daukus even had noticed. So Daukus must have been pulling at the time and did jump over Sebas for the ball.
Red Tornadoes faced with a third down and 9 yards to go. That time he stayed under. Big blitz, screen pass, hits Bailey. Oh, great play made by number 24, Sassaman. I didn't see who he beat there, but he beat a lineman over on the left side, left or right side, and did a great job. It wasn't a lineman, it was over on the end there then, right, okay.
Somewhere there.
Fourth down, 14 yards to go, and the Red Tornadoes in a punting formation. Montgomery with the long snap. Steve Sinkovic, 47, will do the punting. Snaps back, kicks away. Inch will take it on about the 14-yard line and take it to the right side. Finds a little bit of running room. Mike
Good
Wojtowicz
hits there.
with the initial hit.
37.
Helped out by Avellino, 37, and 52, Charlie Adams.
Yeah, some good hits. Three good ones right there.
A lot of credit to the Red Tornado defense in this game.
The defense again is doing it. They've done it all season long. They've come through on the tough games. You're looking at the Marion game with that goal line stance. You're looking at the North Schuylkill game, but you have to give it. The only way you can get points on the board is through your offense, and you have to give credit to the offense
To get those on,
to
that's
get
right.
those points on. So
And usually that one good long drive, too,
yes,
Wayne.
it is.
Moyer back in at quarterback. Looks over the middle. Oh, almost picked off by 35, Detry.
Well, I'll tell you what. now we got number 19 in there.
Moyer's back.
Moyer's
Yeah.
back, and he just took a shot, the same as Clark took a shot the series before. I don't know whether it was Jason Malakowski or who was on top of him that time. Oh boy, he took a hit.
Sassy back at a fullback. Eyes Hernandez at the deep back. Warrior looks over the defense. Taking the calls.
35 Hernandez goes in motion, gets trips right out there. They're going to throw to him and try that screen pass again, and Detry broke that one up.
Yeah, Detry was right there. If Fernandez would have caught that ball, and it was a high throw, Detry would have, I think, probably tore him in half there with the speed that Detry had going.
It's like you said, some of those floaters, you wonder how we're not
Right.
intercepting them.
I just don't understand it.
That's a long throw for the quarterback to put it out there, and it falls incomplete.
6:37 left in the ball game. 14-0 Red Tornadoes in the lead. Rolling right, looks downfield at Stashevsky. Catches him for a first down. In on the tackle, Wojtovich and Montgomery.
Well, they pick up a first down. And again, it's not the long pass
Right.
that they're noted for. And they run some nice number
21,
21,
Stashevsky.
Stashevsky. He runs a nice pattern. He gets in the open. He looks for the seam and he gets there.
6:10 left in the ball game. Stashevsky out in the pass pattern. Moyer, initially Malakowski broke that one
Yeah.
up. He just couldn't, Moyer couldn't get the pass away because of the rush from Malakowski.
Jason, again, there's a kid that's just playing an outstanding game tonight. He's just all over the field making tackles and in on top of the quarterback a number of times tonight.
Moyer, straight drop back. Looks out in the flats, incomplete. Good job by Detry, right with him all the time on number 80, Park.
It just looks like
Detry.
when Moyer throws the ball, like he's throwing a shot put.
Yeah.
Like the ball's too heavy for him to throw.
5:31 left in the ball game. Oh, big rush that time, a blitz, and somebody got his hand up in the air, Dowkus or Malakowski?
Cuff,
okay.
number 80.
Good job by Chris Cuff getting his hand up, and the Seals are going to punt here, even with 5 minutes left, I guess.
Well, 14. I'll tell you what, 14-0 against the Tornadoes. Very
Good score.
respectable
That's right.
score. 5:27. Their defense has done a fairly decent job in the latter part of this fourth quarter here. So, they might be looking to get a little bit of field position out of this punt.
Snaps back. Good snap that time. Stashevsky hits one at Montgomery. Bounces, he called fair catch, and gets the ball at the 32. And first down, Red Tornadoes at the 34. Wojtovich into the lineup now at right guard for the Red Tornadoes.
59, Aaron
Yeah,
Geary.
Mike Ravito's in at tackle, and 59 Geary's at left guard. Bailey?
Yeah.
Yeah, gains about maybe 1 yard. They try going right up the middle with Bailey and run some time off the clock.
Unfortunately, in this whole game, you look at the offense that, especially towards the end of these games here, you have other players moving
Right.
in and out. The only one that doesn't get out to get any rest is Jonathan.
Second down, 9 yards to go. Gonna pitch back to Veach. Oh boy, somebody got. Oh, now Veach changes his field, and I'll tell you what, one guy he had to get around was 65 or 85. Was it Nick Hess or 65? Okay, 65 Roush, and boy, he had a good shot at it there coming back.
I'll tell you. Well,
Somebody
again,
got knocked into the backfield though,
Yeah.
and that's what busted that whole play up. Third down, 9 yards to go, and the Red Tornadoes now just winding some time off the clock. 4:11 left on the clock. Now Bailey's back at tailback position. Going to try Sinkovic off the left side. Find running room. Good run by the fullback to the 49-yard line. When Steve puts his head down, and I think you give him that opportunity, he gives some shocking blows out there, doesn't he, Wayne?
I'll tell you what. You look at that free safety back there, and you look at Steve bowling down towards you and putting his head down. He's probably wondering back there, what am I doing right now? Like I'm going to sidestep this guy and I'm going to move.
27 Van Doren into the game, and he's going to split far right, and now Paracella split far left. So they're going to try Sinkovic, same play, up the middle, still on his feet, running hard, gain of 12 yards down to the 38-yard line. And about what we were talking about pretty much all game, when we were looking at them being very open in the middle right there.
Oh, definitely. And I'll tell you what, Steve showed a little bit of speed there. He got the ball and broke through, and as soon as you get through the line and past the linebackers, you got some freewheeling for a couple of yards, and that's exactly what he did.
They just took him out on that play. That was probably his final play of the game. 3:22 left on the clock and winding down with a timeout called here by the Red Tornadoes.
Well, I'll tell you, this is the last game of the season, and you are looking at the Mike Terry Award being awarded.
Yeah, we won't
after
know.
this game.
We probably up here won't know.
No, we won't.
Oh, we will? Okay.
We will by this time on Wednesday.
Oh, yes, certainly, right.
I'm sure it
and
will be
George
in
will
the
put it
paper.
on, right.
So we would like to congratulate
whoever it
the
is.
winner. Yes.
It's tough when you're away and you have everything going on the other side, and we're just not where we can come up with anything.
That's true.
The other thing we don't know is the score of Montoursville, Milton, or the score of Southern Danville.
Right.
Southern Danville means nothing. Montoursville, Milton means a lot. Lashinsky goes in at fullback for the Red Tornadoes. Take the place of Sinkovic. Going to try Veach, gain of about 5 yards. Second down, 3 yards to go. 3:05 left on the clock and winding down. Okay, we got a second down, 4 yards to go for the Red Tornadoes. Hand off to Sinkovic. Takes it off the left side. Big run by Steve, and he gets it down close to the 16-yard line.
I'll tell you, Steve is just chewing up the yardage here in this series with only 2 minutes and 42 seconds left. He started carrying the ball in about our 40-yard line and has now moved it all the way down to about the 14. Picked up 10 yards on one carry, 12 to 14 on another, and now about 15 here. So he's definitely moved the ball downfield.
Sinkovic, that time they really tightened up the middle.
Yeah,
that was a play pretty much had to go outside.
Well, you start running up the middle, and we're getting some good blocking on the interior of our line there for Steve. Again, there's only so many times you can go to the well on that play, but you're looking to keep the clock running, exactly what we're doing right now with only 2 minutes left in the game.
That's what they're trying. Just keep that clock running down. Gonna throw. Sebas in the corner of the end zone. Looks at Montgomery. Touchdown, Red Tornadoes. Nice job. Good call. Pounded up the middle and put that one into the corner of the end zone.
I'll tell you, it's a heads-up play by Montgomery.
Yep.
And what he's actually bringing into the game is his free safety experience. Being able to look at the ball. That ball was, a high lofty type pass. There wasn't much on it. And Montgomery did have to come back. That was supposed to be towards looking at the corner of the end zone. He did come back and out-jump a defender for it.
Mike Sinkovich in to attempt the extra point. Montgomery bobbled the snap. He's going to throw into the end zone and incomplete. That was a good snap from else. It just came back and was bobbled there, but scored 20-0 Red Tornadoes with 1:49 left in the ball game.
Again, another very long drive.
Yeah.
You know, we're starting back. I forget where we started, around the 30-yard line here when we took over and you know, drove down the field. Some nice, beautiful running plays by Steve Sinkovich to move the ball down, and then a nice connection between Nick Sebas and Matt Montgomery for the touchdown.
Yep, excellent. 58, Mike Sinkovich to attempt the kickoff.
And again, you know, these are all things that are starting to come together when they should. You know, you got Steve coming back now the last two games and doing an excellent job kicking. And he's kicking away from Hernandez, as you can see, trying to kick the ball over to number 84. And they're going to switch now.
Oh, Mike gets a high one, but it's going to take it on about the 20-yard line by Hernandez. Tucks it outside. And a good open field tackle made.
29.
Oh, boy.
20.
Josh Paracella. If it was
Josh?
29,
Yep.
it's Josh, yeah. 1:40 left in this ball game. Red Tornadoes in the lead, 20-0. Coach Bill Scott there from Selingsgrove. Been around a long time and has done some excellent jobs here at Selingsgrove.
Yeah, I think he's been here. I think they said
26 years or something like that, yeah.
Order. Yeah. So put a lot of time into the Seals.
Red Tornadoes changing their whole defense here, so we have a little break in the action and a timeout. A lot of changes being made now. All right, Red Tornadoes set up here on defense for the final minute and 40 seconds. Moyer back to pass. Rush by Shu. Hits Kratzer out here in the open. Kratzer on the move to the 39-yard line.
I'll tell you what, between Kratzer and number 21,
Stashinsky.
They have two good receivers
right
there, and the two of them are actually looking for some gaps in your defensive backfield here and making some excellent receptions all game long.
1:27 left on the clock. Moyer back to pass. Looks out at Hernandez. Little Mike Powell after him. Still on his feet, making some nice moves. Mickey Moreau's holding on to him. Fumble on the play and picked up by the Seals.
65.
And they get down and timeout called by Selingsgrove. They get down to the 24-yard line. Selingsgrove wants to put a score on the board here.
Yeah,
they're going with their first team here.
Yeah, the Tornadoes have
against about everybody the Tornadoes can put in right now. So
in fact, if you watch here, looks like we have a flag on the play and it's coming back.
You just wonder if you're a parent from Selingsgrove and your kid's number 30 down there and he's been standing there the whole game and now the Red Tornadoes have put everybody in. That you don't wonder that they
Yeah.
No matter how long Scott's been here, it's time when it happens. It's time to put the other kids in.
Yeah, especially when you look at their roster. You know, you look at 6. This is
oh
their
yeah,
last
definitely.
Game of the season.
Last game of the season.
They have 6 seniors, and the rest are all sophomores and juniors. That they would somewhere along the line at least get some of their other kids in.
We have the Terry Award here, Wayne, and we'll give it right here as Hernandez finds an opening, takes it to the outside, and he's going down the sideline. And Jake Shellhammer brings him down at the 11-yard line. The Lions Club pick of this year for the winners of the Mike Terry Award, the outstanding lineman, is Rusty Lashinsky. and the outstanding back, Steve Sinkovich.
And again, we already know that. By this time it's been in the newspaper and everything else, and we would like to congratulate both of those on an outstanding game. You look back at the beginning of the game, and you see Rusty filling the holes in the first half there, making some good tackles, and again continuing back into the second half.
Hernandez, and now the young defense of the Tornadoes is stepping up.
Yeah, they are.
And actually making an exerted effort to stop this first team of the Seals.
I'll tell you, take a look at what's occurring over there on the other side. We run a play, we shuttle in
Four guys.
Four
or five guys are
back
coming in every time, right?
Every play, and it's a different position. We're giving everybody a little bit of chance here to play, a little bit of time on the field. They know darn well that some of these games are going, especially next week, is going to be a difficult game, and they might not get in to play the game. And there's Whitey over there shuttling in 4 guys, and that's 4 different positions, and then 4 more, and then we just keep on rotating. And we said this time and time again, game after game, but our hat goes off to Whitey for exactly what he does. And I think year after year, this is what pays off, because you're getting the experience in the younger kids.
45 seconds left on the clock. Moyer. Big rush from 41, Mickey Burrows. And the second and third team of the Red Tornadoes is now putting it to the Seals' first team offense.
I'll tell you, Warren is going to be smiling right now, sitting on his couch with the dog. The dog's sitting there, and he's going to be watching this game, and he's going to be smiling because there's one person that he has really liked, and he thinks he has progressed greatly since the beginning of the year and plays 100%, and that's Mickey Burrows.
Time running down, 16 seconds. Seals out of timeout, third down, and about 20 yards to go. Moyer, back to pass, rolls to his right, has time, looks downfield across the middle, incomplete to his receiver, Kratzer, and it'll be fourth down with 4 seconds left on the clock. The final play of this regular season game for the Red Tornadoes. And I'll tell you what, you have to give the second group of defense that's been in there a lot of credit.
They did an excellent job. Mike Smith was just waiting for that number 20, Clark, to catch that ball. I mean, I think he would just level them.
Coach Babinski comes out now for this final play, and very inspirational speaker at half times, before the game. Lots of times Paul Babinski is a very quiet person until the right time to talk. And Wayne, believe it or not, he has some very, very inspirational messages for these young football players. And one right here, with 4 seconds left on the clock, he's saying to this group of young guys, stop this team right now.
And they have the ability to do that. You saw the Seals, they kept their whole first team in there with Hernandez and Free and everybody else. They're blocking fullback. And they were down, I think, on about the 10-yard line there for a couple plays. And with Mickey Burrows tackling the quarterback, sacked him back for a loss. They're not going to give up. Now, if I was some of our defensive backs, I would definitely be looking at number 20 here coming out.
Oh, definitely. Across the middle, right?
Yeah, he's open all the time.
Put the big blitz on from Mickey Burrows if they can. There they have it. They're looking at him in the end zone. Intercepted by Mike Smith to end this ball game. Great job by this young Red Tornado defense, and that's a very bright sign in the Red Tornado future, that they have all these young guys ready to step in there and do that. And Mount Carmel actually celebrating it right now. They are.
I'll tell you what, congratulations to Mike Smith on the interception there. And he did an excellent job.
The end of this game with that 1 minute of 14-second defense meant a lot more than the 20 points that was on the board. Isn't that neat, huh?
And that's what builds character. That's what builds a team coming up for the future. They're showing the coaching staff is, hey, look, we went up against the Seals, the first team. They did not take out the team. And we're showing you that, yes, we can stick and we can do exactly what everybody else is doing if you need us in a pinch.
Yeah. Well, the teams meet at the center of the field, and we don't have a camera up here, so again, we'll just finish up and not really know everything we should know, Wayne. We don't know what Montoursville did, which
That's right.
we think they beat Milton. We know for sure that we're playing, if that happened, if Montoursville won, we are playing South Williamsport next week at home.
At home, and that's going to be the game of games. The way everything is working out, and the dice is being played here.
Right.
Is that Williamsport, and they are the team to reckon with. They come from a very good program. You have to go back a few years. They were in the playoffs a number of times, coming through the districts and getting in the Eastern Finals and everything else. They are a team to reckon with. Everybody thought, well, it might have been a soft schedule at the beginning of the year and everything else, but as the season wore on, they showed that they are the team, in the district with Mount Carmel. So we will see exactly what occurs.
Yep. And again, we don't know Southern and Danville, so lots of stuff we'll talk about probably next week early on, before the start of that championship game.
And
it'll be a playoff championship game at the Silver Bowl.
At the Silver Bowl. It's something that I think everybody sort of looks forward to. Years ago we looked for the Eastern Conference games being played down there, and we had our share of them, and now we have the kids back home playing in the districts every year in the last couple of years, and it is nice. It's very nice to see the team playing in districts and playing home, not traveling.
Well, that's about it. We're going to close it quick here from Selingsgrove Stadium as Coach Williams congratulates a 9-1 team. I'll tell you what, at the beginning of this year, I'm not too sure many people thought that this team could finish 9 wins and 1 loss and make it. When we had a gut feeling they were going to make it to the district playoffs, but there was question whether it was going to be 9-1, and what a great performance by these guys for 10 games.
You're coming in with a very young team. You're coming in with an offense that did not exist. New quarterback, new running backs, everybody except for one person, and that was our center. The defense, we knew what our defense could do. Our defensive line was back intact. The defensive backs were all new again, some younger kids stepping up and doing the job for us. And you are correct. When you get into that third game on down, you're talking about, the southern areas, the Shimokans, North Schuylkills, the Marions, and up to Nanticoke. We didn't know what Nanticoke had at the time. But you're looking at 5 tough games there in the middle of the season, and a season that we had to gel together very quickly. And these kids did it.
Well, that's about it.
Great season.
Talking about it from here, Selingsgrove, we're going to see you all next week. Danville's final score, 33 for Danville, 13 for Southern. Milton 21, Montoursville 7. Is that a final? Okay. Is this a final? Third quarter, Milton 21, Montoursville 7. That's going to change everything.
Yeah.
If as we all talk here and we're going to say goodbye, what could really happen here, if Milton wins that game, we're going to be playing probably Lewisburg at home next week.
At home.
And Montoursville and South Williamsport will have to play each other. So, hey, everybody, look for us next week. We'll let you know what's happening. We're going to be there somewhere. We will be at the Silver Bowl, guaranteed.
And we would like to thank, the donator for that game.
Right, Union National Bank.
The Union National Bank.
Right.
And, everybody else, though, do not forget that we play and we still need donations for the following week if we want to put this thing on TV.
Okay. That's it. I'm Bob Ells.
Wayne Brokenshire.
Good night.